Back now on Triad Today, and you have missed the best part of the show, and you didn't even see it. During the commercial break, my next guest and I were harmonizing. He more so, I mean, he's a professional singer. I was just, I was his backup. Next to me is our good friend, David Holley. He's Director of Opera and Professor of Music at UNCG, and we welcome you to the show, sir.
It's great to be here.
Good to see you. Native of Morristown, New Jersey, and doing great things at UNCG. How long have you been at UNCG?
Since 1992, just finished my 26th year.
Wow, 1992. And now you're also Director of Opera, so that means, what does that mean technically when you're Director of Opera? I mean, do you oversee the different productions or what?
Well, yeah, a lot of it is putting the productions together, sets, costumes, lighting, coordinating with my great colleagues in the UNCG Theater Department and working with their students who design a lot of our shows. And it's mostly administrative, but then when I get to actually conduct or stage direct, there's an artistic aspect to it as well.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, because you have a beautiful voice, and do you allow yourself to be involved in productions from a creative standpoint, be able to sing and
I actually don't sing in any of our UNCG productions. I do that in various venues throughout the country in my career.
Right.
But the singing, all our productions are done by all students that are in degree programs.
Right, and are most of the performances in Taylor, or where do you hold
No,
them?
they're in UNCG Auditorium.
UNCG Auditorium.
Formerly ACOC Auditorium.
Okay. Now, I understand you're also working very closely with the Greensboro Opera. How does that work now?
Well, that's a different hat that I wear. In 2013, I was appointed the artistic director of Greensboro Opera. So I'm actually in a dual position. We have an official partnership, the two entities, UNCG Opera Theater and the Greensboro Opera. Opera company contributes some money to our program, and in exchange, the opera company gets some benefits in kind and use of facilities.
Sort of a co-production sometimes?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a personal question. I didn't plan on asking this, but I'm fascinated since we've just met. When did you develop an interest in opera? And are you going to tell me, hey, it was in high school, or are you going to say when you were...
That's a great question. When I was 13 years old, I sang the title role in Minotti's Amal and the Night Visitors. I was a boy soprano, and I didn't even know it was an opera.
Yeah.
So I got involved in that and was in musicals throughout my high school career. And then I went away to college, and I was in a few small roles in opera. And then in graduate school, I started in voice, and then found myself in the opera department and said, wow, I can get a degree in opera performance. So
but your parents and everybody, they knew you were good. I mean, they could tell you had the pipes, right, even then?
Yeah, my mom used to love hearing me say, I'm great!
Yeah. Well,
she said, sing again, sing it again.
Yeah, I hate to upstage you, David, but I played Captain Von Trapp as a 12-year-old. It was a soprano. I was a soprano, not in The Sopranos. That was a whole other show on HBO. But I sang to Maria at 12 years old.
How do you solve a problem like that?
It was horrible. Now, let me ask you something. We didn't rehearse this or anything, but people say, well, opera, I'm a little afraid to go to that. It's a lot of times it's in foreign languages and stuff like that. Now, you work with kids a lot. You bring opera to kids a lot of times. How do you hold their interest with this, and how do you find that they're interested in it?
Oh, you're right. There's that stereotype of opera being the fat lady with the horns singing to the top of her lungs, but it's not. I try to demystify opera in a variety of ways. In the fall semester, UNCG does a tour out to the schools. We bring a children's opera that's K to 5, and it's usually a fairy tale that's told with real opera music.
Cool.
So we'll use the music from Barbara Seville and tell the story, Figatrol and the Three Billy Goats Gruff.
Sure.
So the kids in the audience are just mesmerized because they know the story, they love the story, they're entertained, we have the palm of our hand, but our kids at UNCG who are singing get to sing real opera music. So we go out to the schools, but we also bring students to the Carolina Theater. 6,000 Guilford County fifth graders get to come see opera at the Carolina every February.
What an introduction to that. We're just about out of time. I want to put up the website, uncg.edu. You can go to for general things and check that out. And will you come back sometime and tell me what's coming up in the fall?
Absolutely. I'd be glad to.
David, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back after this.